What's up, YouTube? How you doing? Wait for a few minutes, get some people in here before I start running off at the mouth here, talking shit. Both of them went out. That's cool. What's up, Tammy? How you doing? Wait a minute. Somebody else. Did you throw that thumbs up on the other channel, or maybe somebody else did, or was that you? I appreciate you if you did that. There you go. What was I gonna say? I put out a video about 2 hours ago, maybe a little earlier than that. Got a bunch of views pretty quickly, and I was getting ready to yank it down because I looked at it, went back and looked at it, and there was a comment. Roach that comes on the channel. It might have been him, but it never. I couldn't tell. Oh no, it did say Roach. I'm sorry. I thought Roach was in the comment section. It was the only person that was in there. So he said something that made me question the video myself. He said, "Look, I don't know if you saw the video. Oh, you watched it. Okay, good. Then you know what I'm talking about." So I took the video down for a couple minutes, and what the deal was is he said that what I was talking about already happened. Maybe he thought it was like a year ago. I went back and checked. He was right. It was something a year ago, but Dabu also said something today of them. There was giving him a crown or something, a silver crown. And literally before I went into church today, I rolled out of here, I put that video up. Should have took my time. That's what happens when you jump the gun because you want to be number one. I wanted to get it out there because it was only, as far as I knew, there was only one other person talking about it. And I sort of do remember rabbis and stuff saying like he was like the chosen one and things like that. So what's that say? Trump's an honorary Jew. All right. But now they're calling him on that thing the Prince of Peace. And I just saying that seems kind of, to me, that kind of bothers me a little bit. It sounds like you're imitating and maybe mocking Christ, because here you're calling for war almost right now. Yeah, sometimes you got to fight. There's a season for everything. Time to pray, time to, it's in the Bible. It goes through the whole thing like that. Like, it's almost like the bird song, turn, 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 I think it is. So what I'm saying is, I just thought that I would take that down for a minute and I put it right back up because it was still relevant, even though he said, look, that was a year ago. I didn't know. And wait a minute, has been given many awards. I know about that, but to call himself the Prince of Peace, or I don't know if he was or whoever, I'm just saying he's arrogant as shit. All right. He's doing one hell of a job cleaning up the garbage in our country. No doubt at all. But I ain't worshiping the guy. That was my point. I'm watching people falling all over themselves. You know what? He's doing that, right? But is he doing that? What I'm saying is, did God gift him all that? In other words, is anybody saying, thank God this crime spree's coming to an end? I don't hear enough about, God, and they're talking their heads off about Trump. Like I said, I voted for the guy, and I roll around with a Trump hat and everything, but there's a lot of arrogance going on there that there's no way he's the new Jesus, what everybody seems to be pointing at. No way. I don't give a damn. I say that without even blinking. He's just a guy. He's a man, and he's doing a great job cleaning up the garbage. No way am I going to bow to him now. What's that? He can win every freaking award there is. Here's the deal. Let's give him to buy. Okay, that's the Nobel Peace Prize. Okay. You know what? Somebody declared that, right? Who got it last year? Who got it the year before that? Go look, and there's people that didn't deserve it got it. In other words, people have been pretty freaking unhonorable, in my opinion. Meaning, even I'm so ticked off right now that I can barely speak. Let me try again to get my point across. I'm not pissed off at you. I'm frustrated. Hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing? I'm just seeing the bullshit of it. You know what? Everybody sat back. And these people were stealing our fucking tax money and everything else for years, decades. I can't do anything about it. Yeah, you can. You can speak up like a man with two balls, like you got some guts. Nobody did. I mean, not really. And yeah, you could go to jail. But you know what? I seen a pastor up in Canada speak up, and he went to jail, and he kept speaking up. That's all I'm saying. I'm kind of ticked off at watching some of the YouTubers I watch. Not all of them, because some of them seem. Let me take this off. It's hot as shit in here all of a sudden. Maybe it's the fires of hell burning underneath me for taking on this thing. Hang on one second. Damn, hotter than shit in here all of a sudden. Let me turn the heat down. It's freezing, now it's blazing. Wait 1 minute. There we go. Now I can cool down. It's getting a little heated. Let me look at some of these. The nuts have taken over the world. Yeah, look, no, I'm glad that Trump's doing what he's doing. But what would Jesus do? Remember that saying? Would Jesus just declare that he was going to go take this place, Greenland, and do this over there? It's a lot of arrogance going on. That's all I'm saying. And that kind of bothers me. I'm watching one YouTube dude that's never even considered the possibility. I don't hear him saying anything about the possibility that we could be getting fooled. Dude, I was loyal following Trump myself. But the one thing I don't want to do is be sucked into a trap. It's too fucking perfect for one guy to go and do that, to be able to change everything in such a short time. I think it's something supernatural and possibly not a good thing. It's a setup. Maybe I'm wrong. Are we talking about Trump and the Jews visit? Yes, exactly. Thank you, Eric. Somebody, and she knew about it too. He isn't Jesus. Yeah, that's my point, Tammy. He isn't Jesus. We're waiting on Jesus still. And here's the thing. Tell me this isn't a weird thing, is that, do you know what Trump's mother's name was? Not that you could say it's just a name, but maybe it isn't just a name. Maybe it's all to mess with your head. She might really have been named this, or maybe it's something supernatural. Her last name is Christ. No shit. Go look that up. All right. And there's all this other things where Trump is talking about the light shining on. The light bearer is Lucifer, as far as I remember. Jesus is the light. The light wouldn't be shining on it. It'd be emanating out of him. The light bearer is carrying it. See what I'm saying? That's Lucifer. That's the wrong dude. So I'm staying back from the whole how great Trump is. You know what? If I'm wrong, he's still great because he's cleaning up all this trash. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's meant to be cleaned up, even by the enemy. Because wait a minute, let me calm down for a moment because I'm getting heated again a little bit. I have seen this video. Yeah, the video, mine or the other one, because Dabu7 put one out too, and I felt a little bit of indication that at least someone else was saying it. I stand my ground on this. You know what? Makes you real unpopular because nobody should be picking on the winner, and this guy's cleaning house. I do. I stand for Jesus Christ, and that's my point. I know I'm a sinner. I know a million different. What's that? Oh, mine. Thank you. Appreciate that. Another thing that kind of freaked me out a little bit is the way it's set up on my thing. I was getting like, I got like almost 30 views in an hour. That's pretty good for a still video, not a live stream. For me, it takes me a while to climb up that high. But nobody's giving me thumbs up. One person did, and then I realized something. I went in just to see what the hell they don't like it, and I'm thinking, did I say something? Excuse me. So I looked at it, watched it, and I stuck to my guns. I took it down for a second just to make sure it looked all right. Went in and made sense because sometimes I rush shit out and there is mistakes. So I put, hey, I made a mistake. It's the wrong date. I thought it was today. Well, it turns out I think it actually was. The one I saw was from today, but it was one from 10 months ago, and they've been calling him not Prince of Peace, but, you just said it a minute ago, a great friend to Israel, all this other stuff. And I don't know why I'm going on about this. It just aggravated me a little bit. Partly because I see people following after Trump, like, Trump's our savior. No, he's not. No, he's not. And here's the deal. It's great that he's cleaning up the garbage in our country, kicking them to the curb because that needed to be done. But I still ain't stepping into the Fowler's snare. You know, if this is a trap, I'm not going to fall into it. That's all. I know I'm getting a little overheated on this, but for some weird reason, it really ticked me off because, like I said, I see people almost praising, and it's getting closer and closer to worship. And we're not supposed to worship any man but Jesus Christ. And I'm going to leave it at that and change the subject. It makes sense to me. What's that? What I just said? Yeah, there's just too many weird things, you know. And if anybody's thinking he's Christ, what would Jesus do? Remember that? I said this a minute ago. Jesus wasn't arrogant. You know, I'm going to say this. I don't even know that it is Trump. Maybe it's his son, Barron. Maybe Trump gets a head wound, right? Like in the book of Revelations, passes on, and then they bring Barron up. I don't know if that's even possible. I mean, if he becomes king with that silver crown he was given, and he's totally ripping apart, this Doge shit's ripping our infrastructure and our order of, I couldn't think of this word earlier. The hell's it? You got the president, vice president. They're just tearing everything apart. And maybe it needed to be done, Evidently, it seemed like it's the only way you were going to get the trash the hell out of our country. And I'm not talking about the people that came in illegal. I'm talking about the scumbags that drew them in here and have billions of dollars and sat on it and why didn't they take some of that money, build up their infrastructures in other countries, right? They wouldn't have to come up here. Why didn't they play fair and build them up from a third world country to where they could trade evenly with us and everybody would have won? That's not communism. That's just common sense. That's my opinion on it. Whatever. I'm going on too long about this. Wait a minute. Balance of power. Good afternoon. Hey, Doctor Who, what, where? Yes, exactly. If you mean balance of power, means, yeah, that wasn't the word I was looking for, but that's what I'm afraid of. It's too much us against them shit. And also, there's been talk about this is the last president, and I said that on that video. And what was the other thing? I forget what the hell it was. It was more or less that, about elections, no more elections. I'm sure I heard that during the campaign. And then they're handing them a crown. That kind of bothers me. There goes any voting or we don't have a choice, and everybody's cool with that. They're going to march lockstep into an emperor or a king or whatever. Nobody's questioning it. Again, we're right back to square one. If you go back and look at all my videos, that's one of the things I kept saying. I'm talking about from day one, 2 years, 2.5, 3 years ago, saying about, saying about God gave you a brain, use it, meaning be able to. You should be able to make choices. Should not fall asleep. Use your brain that God gave you, and don't uh, go along to get along. You can think for yourself and discernment and all that. What else we got on here? Must be 35 years to be pres. Okay, you know what? I think you're right about that. But the rules are changing everywhere, aren't they? You know what I'm saying? Who say Barron's going to be president? He might be king. That's the thing I'm talking about. Our democracy, not democracy, I take that back. That's not what we got here. We got a constitutional republic, and that's what I'm upset about. It's getting shredded. Our Bill of Rights is going to be, everything's going to be gone after all the scumbags are cleared out, right? And we don't need this anymore. Crumple up, throw it over your shoulder, and just march along, and everything's okay. And what I say goes kind of mentality. That's what I'm afraid of, and we all should be. To be at the whim of a king to say, I don't like that group of people over there. Not that he's going to do that. I'm just saying that's dangerous. We should all have a voice in our country. That's what the Constitution tried to do. What's this here? Okay. I know you are, Tammy. If don't anybody take anything what I'm saying to heart here. I'm venting because for some weird reason, probably being a human being, maybe I got something caught in my gut there. Maybe I gotta not be thin-skinned. I'm man enough to say I might be in the wrong by ranting, or maybe I'm not. But the reason being is, I thought people were like looking at like, what the hell? Trump's cleaning up and you're over there bad mouthing. No, I'm not bad mouthing. I'm bad mouthing the people that are trying to worship him. In a way, you know what I mean? It's nothing right. Give him a good attaboy, pat on the back, but thou shalt have no other gods before me. That's the way we should be looking at it. Anyway, I've been going on for 5-10 minutes like this. I'm going to change the subject. Anybody else got anything to talk about to get me the hell off of this? So I can bring the blood pressure down. I don't know why. Every now and then something triggers like that. Maybe I'm just crazy. Only blindly. There you go. I only blindly follow Jesus, but never human. Yeah. I mean, the guy that died on the cross for all of us to be saved, that's the guy I'm going to listen to. And you know what? I screw up all the time, but you know what? That's why he died on the cross, so we get a second chance. And you know what? I'm down to making a mess out of my life for many a year, but God's got my back, and that's why I'm going to try to stand up at the end, no matter how unpopular it's going to get, to go against the evil that's creeping in. And it's still just going into hiding right now. Because the problem is, once you get all the scumbags out the door, another group's going to stand up and grab for the power. It's all power grab. Didn't God say to be humble? Humble yourself before God. That's what's, So, wait a minute. I'm keep trying to stop. And look, and again, here I try to get off this subject. I'm still beating a dead horse. Because I guess that, I don't know whether I was in the right or the wrong to feel that way. Like I said, but anyway, let's just talk about something different. Did you see another plane crash? I think it was up in, where the hell was that? I don't have my, yeah, there was another plane crashed, and what the hell was the other thing? Oh, this is another thing I wanted to talk about. We're about to go to war with the cartel, even more than what's going on now. We got the Nimitz, the aircraft carrier Nimitz, been setting up right off I guess it's the Yucatan Peninsula, and they're just hanging out there, getting ready to hit the cartel with everything we got. Probably, it's what they're thinking. And can somebody write me the other channel. Oh yeah. Which one are you on? Preacher Pale Rider, Eric? Let me put it on here. Let me see if I can do it. Hang on 1 second. Give me 1 second. How come? Wait a minute. Trying to figure out. Oh, I know what I got to do. Oh, dude, thank you, dude. I forgot about my moderators. I got good moderators. I can let them do what they're here to do. Thank you, Tammy. Appreciate you. So how you guys been doing? Now that I just ranted. Okay, dude. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm in the right or wrong, but when I feel passionate about something, I don't like to sit back, not say anything, and be like hiding in the corner, knowing something's screwed up. I'm going down fighting, you know. I can't understand why it felt like nobody for years. And I'm guilty too, because I could have stood up a lot more than I did even. Just our whole country was taking a nosedive into the shitter. And even as individuals, I wasn't going into any rallies or anything, so I'm in the wrong too. The point being is maybe we should have all the way back. We've let it get corrupted. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying on that. Cool, you got it there, Eric? What is this? Clear signal on this stream. Yeah, seems like at nighttime sometimes it gets all screwed up. I've seen it talking in the beginning a lot of times. It's pixelating. Did you guys ever see that? I'm sitting there talking. You can't understand what I'm saying. It's all scrambled a little bit, pixelates and straightens out and does it all over again. Probably I'm cussing or something early on, and the algorithm's messing with me for it or try to nudge me away from whatever it is that's pissing them off. Or it could be just a bad signal or my phone's out of data, which that one's just about at. Well, what's that? Well, you do a good job, too. Thank you, Doc. Appreciate that. Yeah. No, you're right. Both you guys. You know what? There ain't a mod among you that, you know, in my opinion, I got the best mods I could have. I mean that. You guys make it easier. I'm talking to a lot of different people all around the world on this thing, and you guys help me. It makes me feel like I can have somebody have my back. And then when I'm running out of words, someone comes in there and throws something, kickstart me again. It's the way I feel about it. You know, you guys are great. Yeah, I'm guessing that part of it could be like the other day it got real messed up. I think I'm real low on data. It's like 70% of my data is used up, and it's slowing it down and everything. I'm wondering, hey, who's that? Roach? What's up, my brother? How you doing? Dude, I was just actually mentioned you a minute ago. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. I saw him snagging trolls and throwing them out the door the other day pretty quick, faster than a hurry. Dude's on point. That's why they call him the doctor. He's fixing shit up, man. Appreciate you, Doc. What's this? Did you see the weather in Delaware getting snow overnight? Yeah. You know what? All day long I was looking at the weather on my phone, and it's you might get a little bit of snow, and then it was like no snow, and the weather patterns are changing really rapidly. Might be another sign that we're near the end. I'm thinking, because Ryan Hall, I didn't get to watch it, but he came out. There was like a little thing. It said weather pattern switching fast or something like that, or storm coming in rapidly changing. I guess it's the direction it was going. And I don't remember, you know, through all my life how much the the weathermen been off on a lot of the shit. Like they don't seem to be able to call it as accurately. Wonder if it has to do with they're dealing with manipulation of the weather too. And what's that say? Ryan Hall's great. I go there when I can and watch the weather, or like I'll Google the weather. I don't have a weather channel on my thing. I'll try to catch Ryan Hall, or most of the time I'm just Googling it for my area, Wilmington, Delaware, and that's been unpredictable. Like sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. It just doesn't seem to. Back when we were younger, it felt like they were able to call the weather a lot more. You notice that, or is it just me? I don't know. So how you doing, Roach? Good to see you. Wait a minute. Yeah. You too. Yeah, but you know what? Again, you got to look at everything we hear now is questionable. And that's pretty scary. Even when it comes down to, they could be even lying to you whether you're going to get rained on as you leave the house or not. You know what I mean? It feels like everything I hear is bullshit. Oh, by the way, Roach, you were absolutely right about the comment. I went down there and I actually tried to take the thing down, and I was looking at it and like, well, wait a minute, it's still kind of relevant what I was saying. But then I started getting salty, not at you, just right before that. I was watching a YouTube. I'm not going to drop his name. I actually like his channel, but he's getting more and more, almost to the point where it seems to me he's damn near worshiping Trump. I'm just saying, I'm happy Trump's in there cleaning house and getting rid of the evil and the corruption, no doubt. I just don't think people ought to be worshiping. There's only one Jesus, and they're trying to compare him all the time. There's a lot more examples than what I think. And by the way, I didn't know that the one you said I saw it was like 10 months ago because I found it. The first time I was actually heading into church, believe it or not. Early in the morning, I go into church during the week when I'm not working, which is now, and pray like hell I can get a job. I got all kinds of applications and I'm just having problems right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's spiritual. I've never had a problem. It seems like it's been slow and hard getting a freaking job. Anyway, yeah. Oh, no. I took it down for a minute. I don't want to pass really bad information, so I wanted to look at it first. And then I put it back up. And, some reason, though, and it wasn't you. It was, no, I'm not going to say the YouTuber's name because, he's still got a good channel, and I'm still watching him. But I'm worried because he's almost feels like he's under a spell the way he's so. Oh, I just saw snow landed right on the hood of my car, But I think people just got to have discernment and question things, So we're not fooled. We're not sent the wrong direction. I don't want to end up in the fire, you know what I'm saying? At the end of all this, because I think we're close enough to the end that we can almost see which direction we're going. Wait a minute, what's that say? Tam got was that a snowflake or a snowman? Can't even tell. I'm blind as a bat. See that right there? The fact that I can barely see what I'm looking at sometimes. I glance at YouTube videos right before I'm going on sometimes just to get a little extra info. With that, the deal is I got to break myself of that habit because if I'll have a few things to talk about, I'll go through it. The problem is I'm not giving myself time to check it out. I got to cut that out. So, wait a minute. You didn't hear back from the hotel guy? No, he told me come on in, and I still am. I'm going to go in, but I actually went and talked to a guy named Mike Mardozzi. That's not right. Mike, I worked with him about 25 years ago. Him and his brother Jamie. He's the president of Purebred bakery slash deli type of deal. It's kind of like a way better Subway type of place with other things. I don't know if Subway has soups and stuff like that. And purebred, it's way classier. I can't even believe I just compared it to Jared and Subway, the hoagie pervert. Jared, what the hell was his name? What was Jared? Do you you remember the guy for Subway? He's doing like 5 to 10 in the state pen now. I don't remember his name. I don't even know why he goes shit. But anyway, to answer your question, Doc, no, I gotta check with him. But he sounded pretty confident. But he's been there a month, and I went after I talked to you guys. I looked and I didn't see ads for the sous chef position. Doesn't mean they didn't need one. He would know better than I would. They might not have put the ad up yet. So I don't know. What's this? Hey, Will, how you doing? Jared, yeah, I couldn't remember. Thought he had a last name. He probably does, but we don't know it, right? And actually, he's probably going to change it after he gets out of the Hooskow, out of the jailhouse now. He's getting what he deserves. Amazon, that's who it was. Saw somebody behind me. I was watching a reflection. Amazon. Man, then everybody's using Amazon every single day. I think I've only ordered one thing off of Amazon so far. I hope to keep that streak alive. Yeah. What's that? So what do you think? I talked to you the other night, Will, when the Eagles won. Hell, there he is, Rooster. Yeah, dude, but here's the deal. I felt when I first went out of work, good luck, by the way. I didn't mean to jump past that. Hopefully you get one too. Thanks for the hearts or whatever that was. Yep, thank you. Wait a minute. Thought my phone was gonna fall. What was I just saying? Yeah, hopefully we don't. We're not here much longer. We get raptured out of here. Now, I was gonna say something. I don't remember ever having this much trouble getting a job. This is really freaking me the hell out. I've been around for a long time, and that's what I'm worried about. Am I looking that old that people don't want to hire me? I know I look old. I got the crow's feet, but I don't look that old, though. It's got me all like almost self-conscious, but it's probably also the luck of the draw. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm going to the wrong places so far. Maybe. What's this? When I used to be a driver for UPS and QVC and Home Shopping Network, ladies run your ragged. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude, there's piles of shit come in here in this development. They're probably the husband's out working his ass off, and they're at home just watching TV and eating chocolate bonbons and buying shit off the TV. The QVC. Is QVC even a thing anymore? Because I haven't had TV in like eons. 76. 76 is the what? No, brother. I think it's 67. But, it's a good guess because it's a patriotic number, like Spirit of 1776. Trump might make it 76 because he's all into the, patriotism there, maybe. But again, wait a minute. The government says nobody wants to work. Now, here's the deal. If that's the truth, some of that can be blamed right back on the government for pulling that psyop, everybody stay home and lock yourself down bullshit. You know what? We've never done that ever for that long over any kind of virus and shit for 2 years and messed with people's minds with that shit. They ruined people. Psyop,
If Trump wants to deport 30 million invaders, he better go to what's that? They need what's that say? They need to depart 20,000 a day. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, yeah. You know what? That's the next thing. I'm figuring it's gonna open up. Okay. Hey, dyslexia. That's cool. Um, I'm just thinking, shouldn't there be like a shit ton of jobs open up? And people will be like, oh, no, these guys are picking lettuce under the table. And well, what the fuck's the lettuce doing under the table anyway? No, I'm being facetious. They're getting paid cashola, which I don't mind that. I don't want no invisible microchip money kind of bullshit, which is where they're heading to. But no, wait a minute. If Trump, I saw that. It should be 64, low but not low. 62, you can actually drop out. At 62, you can get out and collect Social Security. You're just not going to get as much. But this is something I got to give Trump credit for, is that he's found money to put, so you actually get a little bit more on Social Security. I don't know how much. And then he's coming up with more money. He wants to hand it to us. You know what? That's the reason why people are going to feel good about him. I mean, but don't sell your soul for more money. That's all I'm saying. If he gets everybody rooting for him all along, and then all of a sudden everything's all cleaned up and everything, and then he's telling you, well, this is what we're going to do. We got a new money system coming in. The Great Reset's coming in. You got to get the chip. Then a lot of people are going to be scratching their head, and they're the ones that might have a chance. The people that say no aren't going to have a chance. They're going to get their head chopped the fuck off, basically, because if I'm right, and I believe I am, that he may turn out to be the Antichrist, because they keep trying to make, they're the kingmaker. He might be the last president, and then maybe his son takes over as a king. I don't know, and maybe I'm as wrong as hell on that. But go look at that magazine cover back in the day with all the predictive programming. He's sitting on a throne with the gold thing. What the hell was that? Tammy, you know what I'm talking about. It was. Wait a minute. Let's see if Tammy's still on here. If the government says we're switching money today, what are we going to do about it? Absolutely nothing. That's what. Yeah, you're right. Because people are pussies. I've been screaming my head off for a year. What we should do about it, or what we gotta fucking fight back when that time comes. And even if we lose, don't choose money over God. God will provide. Just believe in him. Have faith. He got the Jews through the desert for 40 years on manna from heaven. I'm assuming what it was the nighttime dew would land and maybe grow. There was some kind of fungus, a lot of the scientists were saying, possibly, that they were living on out there. And the thing with fungus, a mushroom, it's chock full of water. So it would have some substance in water. I don't know that that's what they were eating, but it could have also meant spiritual. Man cannot live on bread alone, but, fed through the spirit. So there's that. Wait a minute. Are you retired? No, I'm a year till I can get there. Not even, about 9, 10, 11 months, I have that option. And I'll tell you what, in one way, I really feel like grabbing that and working a part-time gig and just going fishing the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost at that point. Now, I know that if I hang in there, I'll get some more money. But if I hang in there too long, I might die of radiation poison when they drop the bombs, if I happen to live through that. So it's a crapshoot. Do you grab your money and run, and maybe you get at least a little out of that, or do you hang around and wait, because the good old government's going to hook you up a little bit more later on, as they're threatening Iran to blow Iran off the map? That's all I'm saying. It's a crapshoot, dude. You don't know which way to go. Fight back to keep the Federal Reserve banknotes. Nah, you're right there. because that's fiat money. There's, but you know what? At the end of the day, Rooster, I'd rather have something. I know it's worthless paper, but they already just got rid of pennies, or they're working on stopping the pennies. Happened yesterday, and I heard again today that Trump said something about it. It costs more to make them, so make them out of a different material or something. I don't know. What else we got on there? I just don't like this. Power failure happens. Now you have nothing in the bank because it's all wiped out. Not power failure, a grid down scenario where they blow our power grid out. And then what do you do? You know? You barter? Yeah, okay. But I'm talking about deeper into you're going to be bartering for a while, and then all of a sudden, everybody's going to run out of shit. Well, maybe not, because we'll be trading back and forth. But if you can't get any new products, everything you have is going to be stale, expired, and out of date. And you know what I mean? If it's food that you're bartering with. Wait a minute. What's it say down here? Well, a lot of people thought that way when Social Security numbers began. Yeah, you're right. Might have been the first attempt at trying to bring about the mark of the beast. Dude, I'm just telling you, they're going to want to put a chip in your hand, and you think you're getting tracked and spied on now? It'd be ridiculous. They'll probably be able to punish you through that chip. First off, social credit score, stop you from getting what you want. And go to the store, and all of a sudden you're only allowed to buy this much food, and they'll have different levels. Well, now we're only gonna let you buy these things. You can't. That's a higher, and they'll start fucking with you. Like China's already doing shit like that, where it's just ridiculous. What's that? You're right, Rooster. It's a setup either way. It's a setup either way. No. I'm right with you on that. I was on here earlier. Go back and watch this video again after it's done, dude. It's probably take an hour for it to upload. But I was going off about everybody worshiping Trump, but I was saying at the same time, hey, I voted for him too. It was the best choice we had. It seemed it, and you know what? Imagine if he lost. It might be worse right now. Probably would be a hell of a lot worse. Those people were just robbing us blind. We might have a little extra time the way it's going now, but it still might be the beast system. It's getting a better grip on us and getting ready to take everything. We'll own nothing and we'll be happy, according to Klaus Schwab from the WEF, which stands for Wicked Evil Fuckers, as far as I'm concerned. What's it say? It should be 60. Yeah, yep. No, I ain't retired. Okay, what's it say? I can't argue with that. Yeah, man, no matter, and it's, even if you're a Democrat or Republican or Libertarian, we're kidding ourselves. We fight like hell among ourselves over shit like that, and all these guys are on both sides of the aisles seem to be like friends and having parties together in Washington, D.C. After hours, they're all in the same bars drinking and buying each other drinks. It's a joke. We're the only ones getting screwed over by all this. They sneak stuff into bills to make it harder on us and better for them. It's craziness. What's that? Okay, I didn't see that. Yeah, yeah, she's gonna dump me there. Okay, maybe. South Africa accused Israel of genocide. I didn't see that. But you know what? Maybe there's some truth in that. But I guess that's your point. South Africa's murdering white people right now, and that's why Trump was like gonna take them out of there. And what do you say? I can't even think of the word. What the? Like the refugees, damn, refugees. Like Trump's talking about giving them refugee status. If he brings them over here, that's going to look real fucking bad. Bring them somewhere else, because take care of them, do whatever you got to do. But here's the deal: you move them out of there. Anybody that's brown or black or any other, they're going to say, "Well, wait a minute, that isn't racism." You know, no. You save anybody who's being shit on. I get that, but you can't pick and choose. You know, it's wrong on both. Like, no matter who the hell's getting slaughtered, you should never look at a color or, you know, religious thing. You put a stop to it. That's my opinion. What's it? Bring the white. Bring the white. Yeah. Yeah, because you know, I just think it's just craziness. What else we got here? And it just bothers the shit out of me to, like I said, Trump's not completely the answer. He's the answer for right now because God deems that it's important for him to be in there. Even if he's bringing about the beast system, God could be letting this happen right now because we're like in my opinion, like a matrix, and we're being tested hard. See if we're worthy of going home. You know, I mean, if anybody has the right to test us, Jesus does, because if he died for our sins on the cross, like it says it did, which I believe he did, then you know what? He's the only one of us that, you know, can do that. What's this say? You know how South Africa Boers are treated today? They were denied jobs for being. Oh yeah, right. But you don't hear anybody saying anything about that all the time. That's, you know what? That didn't just happen. We didn't hear nothing about that till just recently. But that's been going. I mean, randomly you might. That's been going on for a long time. But it was uncool to stand up for any white people. All of a sudden, we were this evil race and shit. You know, no color is evil. You know, really, it's the person inside the skin. You know, whatever. You got to take a look at the individual. You know, it's a trick of the devil to divide and conquer anyway. You know, this side against that. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. How much is a gallon of gas there? Who are you talking to, Eric or me? Because in Delaware right now, I just paid $2.89. That was the cheap gas station. It's usually about a little over $3. Ronald Reagan started what we see in South Africa today. Yeah, probably, but you know what? There was people over there helping it go on too. Yeah, know the tree by its fruit. Hey, I never got email. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I took and downloaded pictures of the cat, and I couldn't figure out. I will. You know what? Do you mind? Can I shoot them over to you via text? I couldn't figure out how to get them out. I put them into my what do you call that? How you doing, by the way? Anyway, hang on one second. So, what I did, Mixed Media, I went through all my videos. I just shot off a few videos, took a picture to, you know, where his injury is, the best I could. But he was kind of like sitting down. I didn't even want to disturb him. I'm going to try to get more where he's walking and stuff. And I was going to shoot it. Wait a minute. Who's that? My cat? Yeah. Yeah, no, he got hurt, and I don't know how the hell it happened. I have my theory, but I can't prove it. Where I live, people come in occasionally, maintenance and stuff, and it looked like someone must have stomped on him. His hip, the back part,
the back leg was out of joint. It's been out of joint, and he's got something wrong with his paw, so he's walking like this, three legs and one's hanging up there, and he's trying to get it by with it. It's heartbreaking, and right now is such a shitty time. I'm struggling again to get my money that I need to get shit done with. They owe me 5 checks over there at unemployment. I went in there tomorrow. I'm calling a fucking state representative. I've had enough. I mean, I'm getting a weekly paycheck, but I want the 5 checks. They actually owed me 8. They sent me 3 instead of sending it all at once. Screwed me all up, trying to make me wait another 30 days for this shit. It's actually just now past it. But maybe, if I'm lucky, the lady said, she sent an email to whoever was above her, and maybe it's in tonight after 4 o'clock, which probably came and went. I'll have to take a look later on the bank, the Mac machine. I don't know, Doc, because I came home and noticed him limping, and the only thing he could have fell off of is I got a bow window. Here, I'll show you from the car. You can actually see. There's Venetian blinds. Let me see. See this house right over here? The bow window or bay window, whatever you want to call it. He sits up in there, and I don't know if you can see it, but the bottom part of the Venetian blinds, he's done it before, climbs through to the window and gets all tangled up. I'm thinking maybe he got tangled and fell off the edge, inside. He's an inside cat, so there's nothing outside getting a hold of him. That's why I have a weird feeling. Maybe maintenance guy came in and the cat went for the door, got scared or ran, but he don't go outside, so he would have probably ran a different direction, and maybe they closed the door on him. I don't know. But anyway, mixed media. Wait a minute. It's my. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, good. All right, that'll work. I was up last night messing with it, and I had a lot of shit on my mind, so I put it aside. I figured I'd hear from you pretty soon. It's I'm in a hell of a fix right now because, like I said, I'm getting backed again up money wise, and I'm just trying to that, and I also have to go to court Monday for the accident just to prove that I had my insurance, which I had. I could not locate it in the car, so that's a state law down probably everywhere that you need to have that. I had all kind of paper in there. I could not find a damn thing when I got in the accident. Also, I had a concussion. I'm looking, and I'm in the middle of the road, smashed in the front, and I turned my whole fucking car. So I got the hell out of there, and we called the other guy called an ambulance, or not an ambulance. The fire department came down. They checked me out because my head was all lumped up there, and then I got another lump a couple weeks later, falling. I had a fucking really bad month. What's it say? Did he fall? No, I already answered that. As far as I know, he didn't. Like I said, maybe off of that thing, or he fell asleep on the couch, the back of the couch, and started to fall and went to grab his claws in to pull himself up, and maybe dislocated his one leg. Might went down, and his leg was stuck. Only thing I can think of. Yeah, it's nuts. It's off the hook. It's crazy as shit, man. Yep, yep. Yeah, what the hell is that over there? Check this out. Maybe it's a puppy. No, it's a cat. There was a cat running around outside there. The black cat. Huh. There's a young cat over there. I thought it was a puppy or something. Um,
what was it? Yeah. You shouldn't have to taxes. You can actually down in Delaware. You can say no. I don't. I'm not taking taxes out, and or you could take 10% out, which I did. Which I guess I could probably change that from this point forward. But there's like 8 or 9 probably about 8 checks left they owe me, plus the 5 they owe me from 2 months ago that I want now. 2.5, maybe about closing in on 3 months actually. Anyway, I forgot what the fuck I was going to say again. It was about the cat, I think. Yeah, I can't figure out how he could have got hurt. I thought about it and thought about it, and the Venetian blinds, you probably can't see it from here. The bottom, it's all like pulled out and shit. And he tore up the ones in my room before. And the problem is they're $40 a piece. Because I went over to the office and you got to pay for it. It's $40 when you, or they don't say nothing about it if it's not. I get mine's fucked up on the other side. I put a piece of white poster board in there and they left me alone. I'm gonna put a white curtain soon. That thing's been like that for a little minute. What's this? Cats hang themselves with those damn lines. No shit. And I might be right. That's fucked up. I'm sitting there blaming it on. That was the only other thought. I walked around the house. Man, oh man. You know what? They're sharp too. I'm wondering if he had sliced something in his paw as well. You know what I'm saying? He got tangled in there. He's trying to pull because you pick up. He's broken pieces off of that, right? And you pick it up like the edges are almost sharp. Wow, shit. You know what I might try to do? I might put them all the way up, right? Just get curtains and see. And if they say something, say, look, my cat got injured bad. I think it actually happened before he had an injury with his leg, but he healed. It was only just very little time. And again, that time, that's about 2 years ago when I first moved in here. And he more or less used to climb in there. And I don't know why. Everybody has them in the windows, but I thought I saw someone. There must be 50 different places in here, maybe more than that. Little bungalow type apartments, and I don't know whether it'd say anything if you break the. It's like a uniform code, but they didn't say anything when that thing's torn up. They haven't said anything. And I was like, how much? I was going to get one, but when it said $40, I can't do it now, and they left me alone. That's what I think. You know what, mixed media? I'd rather think that than someone came in like a maintenance guy and did something. I mean, that was really fucking my head up thinking that. Because there's a lot of sick assholes in the world, you think. Or maybe by accident, like the cat ran towards the door, which he would never do. He would, if he got scared, he'd run and hide somewhere, like under the couch or something. He wouldn't go outside. He was an outdoor cat years ago at my other place, but no, these cats don't want to go out. You know what though? That actually makes me feel a little bit better that it happened like that in a way than someone doing something. Yeah, actually a lot better, you know? I don't know what to do about that. Like I was saying, maybe I can pull the Venetian blinds so they're all the way up to the top and put curtains in there or something. And if they say, look, dude, I'll take pictures of the cat and say, that thing's gonna. Are you sure? That does sound like that probably could happen. And I'm gonna tell them if they say anything. I mean, what's that? Yeah, I just saw a couple snowflakes. Is any of it landing there, Tammy? Oh, you know what? That's the next thing you said about filing taxes. When I thought I heard Trump saying he's doing away with taxes for American citizens, just going to be using tariff money. What's he going to do to all the people that owed back taxes? I wonder. Is that what do you call that? Like a forgiveness thing where they'll just throw that out the door? Let the power grid go down and all the accounting goes to hell, including your fucking bank accounts. When it goes back up, you might not have nothing left, and they can't really charge you anything either for your, what's that? They're going to get that one last year of tax money out of us poor slobs. But you know what? By the time the year's over, then they're going to hit us with a nuke. Hey, there she is, a little bit of pure gold. How you doing? Good seeing you. Yeah, exactly, dude. You know what, Doc? We might all be living in teepees pretty soon because this shit's going to be crazy when rent goes to hell up. You'll have to pitch a tent somewhere. You know where I'm gonna go down frickin' Washington D.C. and pitch a tent on Congress's lawn, and every day I'm gonna get up and take a crap on the fucking stairs up there, hoping that Pelosi steps in and falls down and breaks her other hip. 'Cause those guys have stolen so much money off of us, it's ridiculous. You know what? It's time to make sure I got battery on these. Okay, I got some on there. 18% on there. Wait a minute. 10%. 10% on here. So plug this to hell in. Wait a minute. Good thing I thought about that. Every time I'm on here, I've been running it down to nothing. Thank you, everybody, for thumbs up and for stopping in, too, by the way. I didn't say that earlier. Yeah, it's now, it's starting to land on the windshield a little bit, but it's melting. Let me see. I don't know if you can see it. Just looks like my windshield's dirty, which it is anyway. It's a, okay. Bernie Sanders tried to get a bill banning senators from having stock. Yeah, that's the first thing I agree with him in. It got shot down. No shit. These they're all making too much money on it. You know what I mean? That's crazy as shit. You know what? I feel like telling them to go pound sand and never pay another penny of taxes because of what they've done. Nobody should. They took our money and didn't spend it on anything in the infrastructure or nothing for us at all. They brought other people into the country, handed them chunks of change. No, not chunks of change, hundreds of dollars and more, thousands even. And, you know, they're making our vets sleep out on the curb almost and you know, not hooking up the poor of our country. The fuck's and by the way, they're getting rid of FEMA. I don't know if you guys heard that. They're working on getting rid of that. Oh, wait a minute. What Tammy, is the other one frozen? The phone went dead. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can you guys hear me at all? Hop over there, the other one for 1 second. There it goes. There it goes. Legends and Tales of Josey Wales. All right, thank you. That was actually. Oh, is that the phone that's going dead? Okay. I mean, I just saw your response over here, and you just said something over here. It was extremely low, or this one was low. Oh, you're right. It is that the one I'm holding in my hand that I got the cord in. This cord plugged in is Legends and Tales. You know what? I think I'm gonna get a case for the other one, a different color, because even though I got it like a 12 inches away from me, I can't tell them apart half the fucking time. They both look similar. It should still, yeah. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Mixed media, are you on here still on one of these phones? We almost had the other one go down, but it said it hadn't. No, this is the one that almost ran out, and the other one had like 18%. That should still be going on strong. Yeah, it looks like there's still battery in there. 17, still 17% on that. I'm trying to make sure I got a charge on this one. So this is a pain in the ass, man. Sorry about this. This happens too often. That's 9%. It's going up though, I think. I hope. Wait a minute. No, it isn't charging. Shit. Wait a minute. What the hell's going on here? Oh, no wonder. Holy shit. Good thing I saw that. I put the other wire in there because I was trying to see if it was better. There you go. Now, should be charging now. Yes. There we go. Nobody's responding. Yeah, no, what happened? Did you guys see the circle or something? Because it had, or you're actually on the one that's only got a little bit of battery on it, but it's charging back up. The other one had that one over there, the one I'm pointing at. I don't know if you can see that. That one has had 17% a moment ago, and this one was down even lower than that. But it's charging. In a minute, I'll jump back in here. Just want to get some charge on this thing again. Hopefully it's going to charge quick. YouTube made it appear live, but when I checked, it was if it ended, I exited YouTube completely, then came back. Yeah, this is a pain in the ass, man. Partly my fault. I don't ever get the chance to charge them back up. I watch it half the damn day. I got it. You know what? If I watch it, I got to be charging it while I watch it. But I had enough battery. I'm wondering if there's an app or something draining my batteries as well. And also, I'm really low. I'm running low on data. It warned me. I got to pay the bill probably within a couple days over here. Yeah, so they tell me I'm only human. Let's just say you still here, Gold? Yeah, I wonder where she went. She's gone. Damn. You know what? We ought to there's no way to contact her there. I was gonna say if somebody knew how to like go and talk through one of her comments, left her, hey, we're not done yet or something, but by the time she checked, and she probably doesn't know where to put it on there. I don't think she does any kind of videos or anything. Anyway, it is what it is. Hang on 1 minute. Let's see. Yeah, it's staying at 9%. That sucks. I'm hoping it's trying to figure. You know what? I got the one thing in the what do you call that? The chart charger, the cigarette lighter charger. I also have a USB one. Can you use a USB slot so I could probably charge both of them? Will that charge the phone slower, the other phone, as it is what it is. Yeah. Pixel City, where on the phone that I'm at, on this one right here, the this phone or the other one. At it, because if it's on this one, it might be because I'm really low on data. It told me that. No, I didn't have the money. Yeah, actually, maybe I do now. It's after 4 o'clock. I got to go check my account. I got money in my account, but I got to hold on to it for, what's that say? It is what it is. Here. All right. Hopefully the big check dropped in there today. Oh. Moving it around. Or actually the one that's in my hand, you think? I don't know. Would being low on data do any of that kind of shit? Pixelate it or anything? Does that have anything to do with that, you think? Because it's pretty darn low on data. What's it say? Wait a minute. Nah. Tried to hit refresh to see if there was any other comments there. Wonder why she. Yeah. Yeah, the last thing she said on that channel right there was what did it say? Something about, hey Tammy, hey Doc, and then she's gone. Maybe she got. Wait a minute. This one is blank screen with with the devil's butthole circling around and around. Wait a minute, dude. Hang on. Just for shits and giggles, what do we got on this one? Yeah, I'm still at 9%. Let me just try to charge that. I don't get it. This one, the one that you were just on, that's got plenty of time. I paid that bill, so it's not that. It's probably YouTube fucking me around. This is ridiculous because it takes up, a good 20 minutes fucking about with this all the time. Sometimes I go a week or two without it, and then all of a sudden, I think I piss them off, some of the things I say. %. You know something? I bet you they've been doing that to me for a while on this channel. Because for a while, I was wondering why nobody was talking. I'm talking not just today, like off and on for weeks. Oh, Eric's gone too. Yep. You know what? I got to keep telling these guys to hop over to the other. Yeah. To jump over to the other channel when that happens. If you feel like you got locked out or booted out or something. Because that's the only way, that's fucked up. I am so sick of this shit. But that's the only way you can probably get back on there if it's locking them out on one channel. I'm telling you, well, not that one. It's the one in my hand. Not Legends and Tales. The other one. Oh, Legends and Tales now was pixelating a little while ago. But they're fucking with me. There's no way they're both messing up, coincidentally. So actually nobody's even on this one. And here I'm charging it. So let's stop wasting that. I'll shut this one down, see what happens. Let's see. So we're just going with the other channel. Maybe they're doing it because I'm doing, double live stream. I don't know. Okay. Slow signal. Well, that's because this channel, the data, like I said, on the Legends and Tales is real low. Hopefully, I got money very soon. Turn it off and back on. You're saying turn the whole phone off and back on, and you should be all right where you're at. It's not gonna. Or should I leave the other phone on? You're saying reboot it. Is that what you're saying, Doc? If I reboot it, you guys are going to still be on here. I come back on and find you, right? Motley Crue just got in a plane crash. One of the singers, Vince or something, the other phone. Turn it up. I got you. Reboot it. Reboot the phone that's not on. Turn it on and turn it off. And then turn it back on. Reboot it. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Rebooting. Restart. Wait a minute. All right, it's starting to reboot. Look, it's frozen in the. You see that circle? Oh, there it goes. It went off. I don't know what the fuck's up with that. So we'll let it go for a couple seconds. Now reboot it. Oh, yeah, it's already back on. It rebooted itself. It came back on because I rebooted it. So we're gonna wait a moment. See if that straightens it out. Yeah, Pale Rider's exactly the one I rebooted, and it's coming back up in a second. It's already. Yep, there we go. Yeah, battery's low as shit on this. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm getting some kind of charge on this thing. Yep. Um. Wait a minute. Here we go. Okay, getting ready to go back up again, it looks like. It's blank screen right now. What the hell's going on? Oh, there it goes. Here we go. Yeah, I left the live stream on, so it should go right on back on. Yeah, here it is. Wait a minute. It took me to Legends and Tales. It didn't take me to the. Hang on 1 minute. 1 second. It took me to Legends and Tales, not to the Preacher Pale Rider version. But let me see if I can get there now. Okay, dude. Uh, I hope you're feeling better too, Doc. I hope that clot clears up that you're telling us about. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this. Let me try one thing. Oh, I got it. Here we go. I think I figured it out. Here it comes. Live stream coming up now. Yep. It should be coming back up. Here we go. It's making me start a whole new live stream, it looks like. That's crazy because I don't think I turned the lock. Maybe I did. I don't know. Select audience. Wait a minute. Come on, man.
This thing's messing up big time. Select audience. No, it's not made for kids. That's now one more thing. Schedule. Wait a second. Okay, should be going right up in a moment. Okay, 4. Okay, that should be coming up. Yeah, there you go. Wait a minute, what the fuck is going on with this? Okay, I think I got back up again. Yep. Somebody jump over to Pale Rider just for a second. It's showing the icon in the corner, so it's Pale Rider, but I want to see if it's... Hop over there and give me a 5x5 or a thumbs up. What the hell's all that? Yeah. Anybody go over there for a second? Yeah, that's pretty scary when they don't know. Hey, Tammy, can you hop over? Wait a minute. Hop over there and throw me a 5x5 on the other channel for 1 second and hop back. Somebody. I got it up and running. It's just not. I can't. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's the name in the corners. Wait a minute. Why now is that saying next right there? What the hell's wrong with this? It's never done. Yeah, wait, what's this now? Copy, invite link, send link. What the fuck? Waiting for guests. Oh shit! It's doing a double live on that channel. Oh, I don't know how to. I must have hit the fucking wrong button. See that? Yeah, that's crazy. How about now? Can you guys? You know what it is? It's waiting on the guest. Wait a minute. And it's running out of battery. That's part of it. Oh, shit. Okay, now it looked like it fixed it. It fell, and now it looks like it's working. It came off the double live thing where I had two screens up there. Like I could invite somebody that had enough, I guess enough subscribers to hop on the thing. But you need like, well, if you have 50, you can do live stream. If one of you guys had 50 subscribers, you do it. There you go. It just sent out a notification for Pale Rider, so it's back up. Yeah, now it's working. Stay put until I tell you otherwise, because I'm charging Josey Wales up, and then I'm running over to that one. I need to get a new charger and a new, the cigarette plug thing that you hook the charger into. Probably buy a new one of them too. Something in there ain't working that great. Okay, cool. It's in box style. Yeah. Who is that? No, Doctor Who. Where? Yeah, that means. In other words, it was 2 boxes. Like there should have been. And what I was doing is waiting for someone else to join. That's how you do a double live stream, meaning someone else can come from their YouTube channel and be on my channel. And someday I might do that. I'm starting to figure out how to do that, but I don't know how to
take care of the basics as it is right now, still working with this bullshit. Evidently. Well, it's not just me, it's YouTube. It's fucked up. Yeah. I tend to think it's 50-50. Sometimes it's me, I can own up to that. Sometimes it's YouTube. And maybe also the fact that I've been running low on data. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty damn low on that, so. Yeah, how does the doctor not know? He gave you blood thinners, and he's why's your blood thin? That doesn't make any fucking sense. These doctors. It's like I was saying the other day. I don't really like going to doctors at all anymore. Not that anybody enjoys going to them, but after what happened with the fiasco a few years ago, and now they're bringing on the other thing, where they're just murdering the shit out of chickens. And I said this before: if you're gonna kill all them chickens, and I'm talking millions of them, why don't you cook them off right then and there? Cook them off past 140 all the way up to 165. That'll kill viruses at 140. I think it's 140 or 145. A will kill salmonella. It won't completely kill it. It'll stop it from growing. Why not do that? You can still use the meat. Instead, you're throwing out hundreds of millions of pounds of chicken, and the world's going to start starving to death. Pretty much when that starts happening, people are going to want to hunt the fuckers down that were culling all these chickens and everything else. You cook it till it hits the safety zone. What they ought to do is kill the chicken. If they got to kill them, have a facility on premises in each ranch or farm or whatever you want to call it, where they have big ovens. You got some kind of machinery to clean them real quick, pluck them and whatever, and then throw them in an oven. And sure, you won't be able to sell raw chicken breasts because of possible contamination of flu virus or something. But however, you'd be able to take that cooked chicken meat and still sell it. Instead of throwing it in the garbage, people could still eat that. You could use it also in pet food and everything else if you didn't feel comfortable eating it. It wouldn't hurt them. If it's, I don't know why. Someone give me a reason why you couldn't do that. I know people be a little bit freaked out that, these are the ones that had the virus or this or that. Well, you know what? You probably already ate hundreds of thousands of, I don't think you ate hundreds of thousands, but a hell of a lot over your lifetime that probably had viruses in them, but they were cooked to a proper temperature and it never affected you. Every day you eat something anyway, you're getting minute parts of bacteria and everything else. Breathing in the air, you're getting not only bacteria and stuff, you're getting chemicals that they're dumping on us. So why do we need to starve to death by throwing out all that food? Docs aren't docs anymore. Yeah, you're right. Yep. They're too busy out on the golf course now, and they're letting the nurse handle that. In a little while, after Elon rips everything apart, they're going to have trained monkeys do it. They're going to upgrade the monkeys that they got now that are flipping burgers with healthcare, and then they're going to put the robots or something into the McDonald's or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some crazy shit this world's turned into. Unbelievable. Wait a minute. Okay, we're good. Okay, Mixed Media. Thanks for stopping by. I'll try to send that information over. All right. Right. But yeah, trichinosis is a parasite. Right, but you can still, like you was just saying, you cook it to get rid of it. That's a good point. Why isn't anybody out there suggesting this?
They're literally saying, "Oh, we got to throw away millions of pounds of chicken again." I did a little video on it a couple weeks ago. I was begging somebody to tell me what's the reason. Is there a reason, or are they just starving us all to death? Because that's what's going to happen. And nobody's questioning the government on it. And nobody's coming forward on any news program as a whistleblower saying, "What's going on here?" Maybe I got to do that. I don't get it. Nobody suggested that yet. If they did, well, what was the problem that they couldn't do that? Because World Economic Forum told them they couldn't do it. That's why. It'll mess up their starvation plans, their famine that they have planned for us. You must be pretty rural area, Tim. Yep. You're out in the boondocks there. Hillbilly girl. You're way way out in the woods, in the sticks. You're way out there, right? At least it's probably better than being in the inner city right about now, because they're going to have major meltdowns pretty soon and be like Escape from New York. You can pretend you're Kurt Russell. I'll mail you that eye patch I found the other day from one of my videos. What's it say? Okay. Yeah, I guess it got boring. Delaware's a little bit like that. Actually, it's a lot like that. There's certain parts of Delaware aren't as bad. But like the lower half, we call it slower Delaware. What's that? Swamps there. Yeah. Slower Delaware. Yeah, the lower part of it. Your grandparents. You know what? I ought to go down and see if my money dropped into the bank. How long have I been on here? I'll wait a little bit anyway. It's not. I can still take it out at any time at night. There, it's a Mac machine I'm going to. Hey, there she is. Did you leave, or did the thing? I didn't realize it froze up. If that ever happens, jump to the other channel if you can. Yeah, parts of it, like I said, lower Delaware, there's a lot of swampy areas down there. And actually not far from where I am. Delaware River area, the riverfront, where I used to work. If you go down there a couple miles, it goes across to what's called Peapatch Island. You can go over there. It's a little island, a little island where they kept Confederate prisoners of war in there. It's haunted as shit. And so they say. I've been over there. I've had weird feelings, but I've never seen anything in there. But it's like an old school. It actually goes before the Civil War. It was there to guard the river. So I think it was a War of 1812. They were afraid British ships would come up and go right up into Philly. So they had guns all along the river banks and I guess at forts, different spots. Yeah, it's a small state. They call it Small Wonder. I think the smallest state might be what's this? It begins Costco, Trader Joe's. What? The smallest one might be Rhode Island. Then you probably could consider what about territories? Washington D.C. Or no, not a territory. That's a Commonwealth. Delaware. No, wait a minute. No, Maryland's blocking us off from Virginia. We're close at some points. Maybe Wade. No. I think yeah, all the way down to like Ocean City, Maryland, down the lower part. That's all. You have to go through a little bit of Maryland to hop over into Virginia, but it's close, I think, at certain spots.
to say? More than likely, we will be having the baby February 27th. Yeah, you were saying something about that. You're going to induce labor on the, was it the 26th? Oh, by the way, so you guys know, a little bit of gold is on the other. She came back. She's on the other channel. Let me see something here. Yeah, I'm up to 10% so far on this thing. I got to get a new cord. I mean, that'll hold for a moment over here. Let me make sure I got some charge on this. Okay. Wow, it's down to 3%. She almost got booted out again there. 3% I got charging. Like I said, if that happens, go over to Legends and Tales of Josey Wales, the other channel. Did you guys find out whether it's a girl or boy, or are you waiting to find out, or? All right, cool. I'm just trying to get a charge on it. You can stay put until until it's down to nothing. No, but actually, it should be charging right now. It's actually up to 3%. I don't know. The other one's got 9. So what would probably be smart is to jump onto one phone and try to get one of them fully charged. Just going back and forth, just barely keeping it going. So what I'd say is let's go over to the Legends and Tales of Josey Wales channel. Only because this 3%, I'm more likely to wait a minute. Let's see if it's going up at all. Yeah, it's still at 3%. I'll cut this off, and we'll just go on to one phone, and I can just keep it charging on that. All right. So there we go. Shut this one down, and go on over. End in live stream, and go over to the other one. There we go. So that one's over. I've never seen it do that before. I don't know what the hell happened with that. The 2 boxes, or yeah, I think it was double live. Someone made a comment on the other one. I didn't get to see it. It was circle. When I was turning it off, I couldn't catch that last comment. Providence, as in Rhode Island. Yeah, the most I ever spent on gas was $4.03 in Providence Road. Really? Don't go out California. Man, they were paying, like during the summer or something a couple of years ago, they were paying almost $7. Down here, the most I've ever seen it was $4.90 or something. It was almost $5 at one point. And that was when Biden first came in. He started slamming shut all the pipelines and doing all kind of crazy shit. There you go. Yeah, you hopped over there pretty good for a pregnant lady. It was $5 in Ohio. Okay, yes. It was probably the same time, but my ability. Wait a minute. Trump makes final. What? Hang on 1 second. Trump makes final decision to release the flight logs. Okay, Trump's making final decision to release the flight logs. I guess that's the Epstein Island stuff. You know what? If he doesn't do it, it's kind of screwed up. But I think he might actually do it. He's going like a madman, just trying to get all that shit out there. He might see he's messing with people's heads because now they're going to start ratting and everything else on each other to try to protect their ass. $3 now. Mine's around here. It's about $3 too. You know, I don't understand why California was so damn expensive. Yeah, I do, because the Democrats were in charge. You know, Newsom and all them scumbags weren't trying to lower the gas for them at all. They didn't do anything for that. Probably because they wanted you to give up your frickin', wait a minute, your car. Make a smaller carbon footprint. See, that thing's still on in a way. Oh, I hit the done button. All right, now it's done. All right, turn that one off. Most expensive I've ever seen it is the first truck stop after the Arizona-California border. What did that run you? Wait a minute, there you go. I think I saw 253 at the when I was passing by today. That's not bad at all. Oh, wait a minute, I'm saying $3. It is in some places, but it's actually $2.89 where I get mine. It's one of them cheap though gas stations. Probably dirty gas I'm putting in this thing, but you know it is what it is. Guess I'm gonna be coasting down to the fucking nearest gas station. What time? Hey, there it is. There he is, Nugget Man. What time for YouTube, or what time? What time is it? It is over here. It's 5:14. How you been, Mark? Ain't seen you for a while. Good seeing you, dude. $7 a gallon of gas. Where was that, Doc? Oh, over at by the Arizona border, California. What's new, Mark? It's 10 p.m. there. Yeah, you guys are in the middle of your night right now. Oh, in the desert. That'd be a bitch trying to get through the desert. You only got a couple dollars left on you, and you're seeing like $7 a gallon. You're like, shit, I ain't getting out of this desert. Wait a minute. Trump says Ukraine must pay $500 billion back to America. Trump's telling Ukraine start ponying up $500 billion back to us. That's probably how much we were giving them, or Biden was giving them. Probably more than that. He probably cut a little bit of a break. 248 today, yeah. Yeah. So did you guys hear that? Trump squeezing Zelensky for $500 billion back. They got to pay us. He's not playing around. He's scraping every penny up. Yeah. Again, yeah, you got to love it in one way, but it's scary to me because I feel like, you know, it feels like medieval kings and shit all of a sudden. Like, he's telling the rest of the world they got to do this and they got to do that or else almost. And there was something called diplomacy back. You know, maybe diplomacy doesn't work. Maybe that's the deal, but it just seems kind of weird. We're gonna go to another country. Well, they owe us the money. I'm not even talking about that, but all the other things that's going on, like run up and grab a hold of Greenland and take Canada and this and that and make a super state out of, or the 51st state out of Canada. Hamas to Saturday to release all hostage or all hell break. See, he's going nuts, man. But you know what? Hopefully, he can get all that done with that. The thing that scares me is we might get sneak attacked. All these countries are going to start getting really pissed off. Anybody that had our back might just look the other way while we're getting hit by, 10 different nations that are pissed off at us. Yep. You know what? Little bit of pure gold. I didn't even mind almost. I'm about done with this world. I want to move on to the next. This place has been so screwed up. Wars and rumors of wars. Yep. And earthquakes in diverse places. Oh, man. And much more. The only thing I haven't seen yet that fits the prophecies of like Revelation is the two witnesses. But they might already be here, and I'm just didn't figure it out. When I'm looking around for it, and I don't see anybody else claiming anything of that. So maybe they're still to come. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the two witnesses come back, and they're here for like 3.5 years, and they were calling down fire and lightning from the sky and stuff. What's that say? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I know you said that before, Tammy. What's wormwood? Wormwood actually means Chernobyl in Russian, or Chernobyl means wormwood, believe it or not. So that's radioactive as hell. Do you think that might be like an asteroid that's full of radiation or something, a nuke bomb or something? It's going to turn the water bitter, it says in there. So be prepared for, maybe have some, what do you call it? Number one, definitely have water store, which if you're prepping at all, you definitely would have that. But on top of that, potassium iodine tablets. Oh, by the way, I was going to send you some of them tablets. They got them down at the store. I just haven't got up there. I didn't. What's that say? I didn't know that in Russia or Ukraine. No, I wonder. Wormwood. I think. I think it's Russian. It's Russian, or when Chernobyl means wormwood in one of those languages. And really, I think Ukraine at one point or another was part of Russia. And that's why Putin wants it back, or vice versa. And actually, somebody else probably owned that centuries ago. And that's why when people claim, oh, this is our country, and that's, you know what, if you go back further, some other race probably came in there and they got pushed out. Who knows? So, what's it like over where you're at, Mark? Weather-wise, you guys getting a lot of snow and shit? The thing is Ukraine. Another couple different, excuse me, couple different reasons why they're fighting over it is, well, one, it's called the wheat basket of the world. Like Tammy was saying the other day, it used to be more or less America was known for wheat, and it's that just piss and rain and cold, and basically Roundup killed it all, or actually, whatever, glyphosate. So we've been getting, I guess, some of our rain wheat from elsewhere, but I don't think we're producing as much wheat as we used to. Wait a minute. Doesn't mean I condone us getting involved in any of that stuff over there, but a prior service, but as prior service, I feel sorry for any of those countries that feel froggy. I can only imagine the technology. Oh yeah, yeah. I just, I just wish all this shit would be over with, and because I don't feel right about. I mean, I don't feel right about them getting all that money and taking it out of us, because people over here could have used some help too, and we're spending it to kill other people in a foreign land. So that's really fucked up in general, and that bothers me. What's this? I'm starting to sell crops and fish now. That's cool. Like a roadside type of shop, dude, or do you sell it to other people who sell it? Hey, Bird Dog, how you doing? Half a trillion. Woo. Is that did you just hear what we were talking about? Trump wants he's giving them I think till no, he told Hamas to give up the hostages by Saturday or else. And he wants Zelensky to pony up the 500 billion that we gave him. Man, oh man, this guy's off the hook, snatching pennies out right out of the mint. He told him stop making copper pennies because it's actually costing more than having. You know what? They could probably make it out of a cheaper metal, but what's the point? Did you get a new boat? Yeah. What's up with your boat? All good, dude? That's cool, dude. Yeah, we were talking about in the very beginning of this live stream. I believe it was this. Yeah, what I think I had both channels going. So yeah, I was talking about how people are almost worshiping Trump in a way. I got a problem with that, because I'm going to say the truth. The only one you should be worshiping is Jesus, and I'm not bad mouthing Trump, but he's starting to appear to me to look more and more like he'd fit the image of the beast, or he seems some of the arrogance in him doesn't seem like Jesus at all. It seems like the Antichrist. That's all I'm saying. Ukraine can only account for 75 billion. Huh. Well, they better figure it the fuck out. Donnie Boy ain't playing. He's gonna fucking keep coming after him for it. He's like a giant gangster, Al Capone or something, but actually no, he isn't, because you know what? They owe us that fucking money. I'm all joking around, but in reality, like I said, that it took $500 billion out of our tax money to go over there and murder people we don't even know, some strangers in a strange land. Yeah, I could think of far better things to spend that money on. It's a shame. In reality, Armageddon could break out at any time the way this shit's going. A lot of things are happening so quick that it's amazing. Check Zelensky's yacht. Yeah, exactly. What that tells me is Zelensky was busy buying mansions and sending his wife to France, so she was not in the country. Yep, yep. Yeah, criminals are the same everywhere, man. All our leaders, man. uh, I can't think of too many of them that I have any respect for anymore. Not if I ever did. Even the ones, oh well, Marjorie Taylor Greene or this one or that one or uh, Jim Jordan. Those guys sat there at times and played along with this shit. They're all culpable. They're all involved with this big scam because it's one way or another they're all getting paid out of it, or didn't have the guts to stand up and blow the whistle. Maybe now some of them will. Hey, Amir, what's up? How you doing, dude? Good seeing you. What's new, brother? Let me see something here. Well, I gained two new three subscribers on the other channel. Just there, I just checked. That's cool.
Topic, we were jumping around, but I started off talking about how, even though I voted for Trump and I'm liking that he's getting rid of a lot of corruption and everything, and I'm still backing him up. He could be the Antichrist still. And people would look at me and say, "Man, you're fucking out of your mind." But if you know anything about Bible prophecy and stuff, he's kind of fitting closer and closer to being more of an Antichrist figure in some ways. Yeah. Trump worship. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's too many people. He's a man at the end of the day. All right. If he ain't a man, then maybe he's a fallen angel. And that's how he's doing all this miraculous shit, but still arrogant as hell. Jesus was never arrogant, you know? Jesus would say, forgive your enemies as well. As, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. But, I voted for him. Trumpists, yeah. Yeah, in a way, I liked what he was doing and during even before he was elected, and the things he was saying, because we were getting, kicked around by the libtards, and we couldn't do anything back or say anything because Biden and his cronies were all libtards or backing him, and you might end up in jail or some shit. Right in the next cell over from somebody from the January 6th shit. Wait a minute, let me see this. That's why I don't trust Trump. He has his own agenda. Exactly. His own agenda. He's not doing so well hiding out as time passes. Yeah, you can start to see it more and more. Did you see that thing where this is a couple years back? I think it was Saudi Arabia. Trump's in there, and with I guess it was a prince or some kind of royal family of Saudi Arabia, and they got their hand on this glowing globe. Did you guys ever see that picture? And I'm wondering what the hell is that symbolic? Like taking over the world, or did it mean anything? They took pictures of him, and the Saudi prince or whoever he was had his hand on. Google that. It's crazy looking to me. Right, I can get behind the immigration and I can get behind government waste, but he is working his own shit behind this. You're absolutely smokescreen. Don't get me wrong. He's giving us something. Here you go. Here's a bone. Tossing us a bone. Meanwhile, he's doing the Great Reset for the New World Order. He's told Klaus Schwab and them to sit down. He's going to go handle it. That's what it looks like to me. And when the smoke clears, we're going to see the real thing going on here. The great illusion. Not what's it say? Mind you, Harris was bad. It was a lesser two evil scenario. Yeah, you took him. Yeah, that's why I voted Trump too. But above and beyond that, I could kind of look the other way with his arrogance and he's really, you know what? He tears into people, and like I said, sometimes it goes a little too far. It's almost high schoolish or whatever. Like he'll just tear somebody apart, and to me, it just doesn't for a president doesn't sit too well. But at the same time, I understand he's frustrated and he's saying that shit, especially after they went after him for all that time. Simpsons did an episode on it before that happened with the glowing orb. Yeah, I don't know. I saw it the other day. I saw it a long while ago when they did it, and I saw it the other day, and I just saw it today, I think, too. I don't know what that symbolized, but it didn't look good to me. Some kind of ritual or something. What do you think of Trump's decision for Palestinians? You know something? It doesn't matter what I don't think it's I personally I don't know totally because I don't know the whole policy. But what I'm saying is
what are the? I don't know. There's a lot of terrorism coming out of Palestine. Um, I'm the wrong guy to ask that question because I'm liable to say something, but maybe I don't know the full story. Wait 1 second here. Let me see this. I refused to vote. I couldn't. Wait a minute. I couldn't, with God's conscience, vote for either one. Maybe that's what I should have did. But I'm sitting here saying, yeah, hey, I voted for Trump, and I'm thinking to myself, probably doing that to keep people from giving me shit because I'm bad mouthing Trump. And then I'm thinking, what the fuck do I care what someone thinks? The only one I care who thinks is what God thinks. That's the wait a minute. That's the problem with today. Is everybody's so worried how they appear, and I'm a victim of that too. It's a humanity. We're worried about our image, and what the fuck's it matter at the end? We're nothing but ants crawling along the sidewalk here. I mean, when you look at the grand scheme of things, there's millions of us, and there's one God, and we ain't him, and none of us are him. So I basically don't care what anybody says, when I say shit like that. Wait a minute. Doesn't matter what U.S. citizens think or opinions doesn't matter. Yeah, because we're not over there. It's easy for me to sit back and say one way or the other. But sometimes what we hear is propaganda. Sometimes it's the truth. And it's the same thing with other countries. You don't know what's real anymore, you know? What's to say? I think USA should stay out of other countries. Pretty much, you know? Yeah. That's a good point there, Amir. Right. They're almost one and the same in a lot of ways. It's kind of like the Viet Cong over in Vietnam. The Marines went in there and they didn't know who was the enemy or not because right among the villages, you could have peaceful people sitting in there just living their lives in grass huts. And then the next village over, you had Viet Cong pretending they're just everyday people. And next thing you know, they're shooting you in the back as you're walking out of their village. Of course, we did plenty of fucking horrendous things to villages over there in rapid succession. In other words, uh, basically, it's where the cavalry, the helicopters went in, and my brother was telling me that it's like you didn't even have time to process what just went down. They'd be in a firefight or basically slaughter everything, men, women, and children in there, because that was the order: go in, clean house, and then get on a helicopter and fly to the next village and the next. And when ended up happening, a lot of these guys snapped. It's just unbelievable. They had no time to process it or grieve or do anything. It was just going on, kill some more people, kill some more, fuck them all up. Which is and because Israel put together and funded the the line, line. America actually pays the check. Yeah, I think we should cut ties with Israel and let them take care of themselves. Yeah, maybe, but again, wait a second. Autocorrect. What's a damn autocorrect? But Israel would be eaten without U.S. support. Yeah, pretty much. They're getting hit from all sides. They're surrounded by hostile forces from different countries. You know what? Right there. Stop right there on that one. You made a good point there, Doc. We give 300 billion a year to Israel for what?
Wait a minute. Are you going to go ask Israel for the 300 billion back now? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? You're stopped making pennies even. You're all the way down to trying to squeeze every penny worth of money, fix the economy. I get it, but you picking and choosing. Does Israel have to pay us anything back? Maybe not, because they're ready to worship them. Yeah, but you know what though? It's time that wait a minute. Saw something go across. Squirrel Tribe girl is selling her YouTube channel. I didn't even know you could do that. Not to change the subject, I just saw it flash up there. Maybe I'll do that once I hit 250,000. Maybe it'll be worth a little bit more. Yeah, anyway, hang on. Not my problem. God told them blood and sorrow would follow them if they tried to form their own nation. Yeah, but he also said not to split Israel up too, didn't he? That land was gifted to him by God. Yeah, yeah, that's true, Doc. They're like the only real allies right in that area. I think, is it Jordan that we get along with a little bit? That's about it. Israel and maybe Jordan. Yep, yep. Hmm. What are they? Were they supposed to just keep wandering? They're not allowed to have a country. Where is that? I'm not familiar with that. I'm sure it's in there because there's other things I've seen that I didn't know about. Actually, a lot. That's why I'm trying to read more of the Bible. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'll just check it out. I heard about being scattered by the four winds. I couldn't tell you where it was at, and I didn't know about forming their own country again. In the Midrash. Okay. Is it in the Bible at all? She said a little bit of pure gold is hunting it down. I I heard about being scattered in the four winds. I just don't remember where it's at in the Bible. And Deuteronomy, all right, 28 to 64. I'll check that out later on. Jewish literature. And the Lord will scatter you among all peoples, from one end of the earth to the other, and there other you shall serve other gods, tough wood and stone, which neither you nor your fathers have known. Is that a misspelled word in there? That you shall serve, or should Ezekiel 2:15? Okay,
Damn, this girl's spinning out the scriptures. Yeah, I got to dig back into the Bible a little more because I know a lot of stuff, but I couldn't. I have to go and refresh because I can't remember where to find some of this stuff, but heard it hundreds of times. Yeah, and I'm still trying to figure. What's it say? Hand. Wait a minute. And they shall know that I am the Lord when I disperse them among the nations and scatter them among the countries. That sounds familiar. I just don't. Is that Ezekiel 12:15? Okay. And Ezekiel 22:15. Yeah, exactly, dude. And you know what? I may have them in my pocket. Let me. No, I think they're in the house, dude. But yeah, and maybe a little bit of light might help too. And God said, "Let there be light." Wasn't that in Genesis? There you go. I'm too vain, I guess, Sarah Amir. I don't like the way they look on my face, I guess. I forget that I just leave them at home and I'm like, shit, I should have brought my damn glasses. What's it say? Uh, Luke 21:24. They will fall. I know this. They will fall by the edge of the sword and led captive among all the nations, and Jerusalem will be trampled underfoot by the Gentiles until Gentiles are fulfilled. All Old Testament, so they're talking about Babylon. All except for Luke is New Testament. Boffa here. I want to go down, run down to the Mac machine, see if my money came in, and maybe tomorrow night I'll be back on again. Thank you guys for hopping on here. Appreciate y'all. Throw me a thumbs up on the way out if you haven't, and have a good one. God bless you guys.